Hi, everyone. Welcome to a special regular season. We are in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the Cup gets serious. It doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Klay Thompson is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Thompson after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Leonard on the wing, defended by Thompson. He gets it in there.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Outside Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Curry. Puts up a three. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
And maybe if they were at home, their fans could have given them the boost they needed to get over the top.
He drops it from range.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Beal finds Booker. And he makes it on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Curry, coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the evening. And he makes the first. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
And so he hits both. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Booker can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Now here's Booker, coming in off 21 points in his last outing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Golden State has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. The score now all even. Curry's got 8 points.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
O'Neal passes it to Beal. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Warriors have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Allen, he's checked in for O'Neal. And Golden State also making a switch. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And here is Thompson. Still no points. Just 5 on the clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, once again, Stephen Curry hit 300 threes last season. Man, he's in a class of his own.
Well, there have been 7 300-plus three-point seasons ever. Stephen has 5 of them. He has the only 400 three-point year ever. So, yeah, B.A., Stephen has created his own class.
And that one falls for Curry. Grant, do you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
And so Curry nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Beal, the pass to Leonard. Into the lane. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Thompson outside. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Screen by Leonard for 3. Booker. He buries it from 3. Booker's got 9. Warriors trail by 5. Outside, Green. Thompson outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The moment that last 3 went in, Thompson must have been thinking, get me the ball, I'll answer it with a 3.
Now here's Allen. No points so far. And then Beal with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Curry. He's got 10. Offensive rebound. Thompson right side. Green against Leonard. Here's Podziemski. No good with the triple. The Suns lead by 4. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Leonard. No good there. Green with the defensive effort. And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. 1:14 left in the first. Phoenix grabs the miss. Nurkic just got his 5th rebound in this one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Booker, the pass to Leonard. Back to Booker. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns. Came out with a victory.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy. Keeping it the same, making them change things.
Now here's Allen. No points yet. Takes the 3. And Booker hits from deep. And the Suns lead by 4.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Podziemski. Takes a 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Suns on top, up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball. playing selfless basketball and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Grant.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
They've got Grayson Allen. He's out there with Bradley Beal. Josh Okogie is out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Dunn in at the 4-man position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
I've been impressed to see Wiggins adjust and become a quality defensive stopper. He is fully committed to playing lockdown D on the wing.
Now here's Beal. 23 points for him last game against Orlando.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
Allen outside. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis where they'll face the Grizzlies. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr set up Jonathan Kuminga. We were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Payton. Still no points. Here's a 3 from Paul. The Suns clear it. Beal surveying the D. Pass to Dunn. Now Allen. Beal outside. There's a screen. Fires for 3. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Different look for Phoenix. O'Neal, he's checked in for Eubanks. And Leonard subbed in for Dunn. Burks, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Green. He's scoreless. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Paul passes to Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Allen outside. Back to Beal. Down low. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Allen. Leonard with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Wiggins.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Now here's Allen, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Paul against Beal. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That is a gamer, and his name is Chris Paul. Absorbs the contact, well on his way up, and finds ways to finish.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Pass to Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Booker. For three, O'Neal. Warriors with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Now here's O'Neal. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Wiggins. The Warriors lead by 5. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
And it's Leonard with the ball for the Suns. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. And then Beal with the dunk.
Still showing a little bounce. Beal sends it home.
The Warriors have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Look for Phoenix. Eubanks comes in for Allen, and Okogie is subbed in for Bradley Beal. And the Warriors making a switch here. Outside Curry. Over Booker. And again, no good by Golden State. Suns trail by 3. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
5 to shoot. Here's Okogie. Outside for Booker. Misses the 3.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Outside Curry. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Pass to Eubanks. O'Neal on the wing. Booker against Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Suns. Beal comes in for Okogie. Both free throws good from Booker.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Pass to Curry. Let's go with a three. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now here's Nurkic, covered by Jackson Davis. Leonard outside. There's the three. On target from range. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Curry, no good. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. It's all good. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome, folks, for the Phoenix Suns tonight. They're looking at what should be a good battle in a game that's still up for grabs.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq, that's how they're going to do it, by being more active and more physical than the other team.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Now here's Curry, 6 to shoot. Shoots over Beal. Curry, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Leonard passes to Booker. For the lead. Jump shot is good that time. Booker's got 18.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Pass to Thompson. And here's Podziemski. Booker defending to the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jackson Davis has got his first points of the game. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Great open look there. And the Suns lead by 2.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
And the Warriors shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. The Warriors, number 1.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Out to Thompson, outside Podziemski. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Clock at 2. Here's Podziemski.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot up. It makes him so much more lethal.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brandon Podziemski.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 1. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
The 3 from Thompson. Bradley Beal puts it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Kuminga. Shot by Nurkic, no good. The Warriors have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Jackson Davis with it. Nurkic is there. Jackson Davis misses.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
They get it back, and the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for your Suns, Royce O'Neal. One shot.
And that one misses. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So we'll see Jonathan Kuminga go to the line here. That one on O'Neal, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. Allen, he's checked in for O'Neal. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Paul comes in for Curry. Kuminga, no good on the free throw. You know, when you look around the league at the young players, Kuminga is one of the stars.
It's hard to ignore the work that he's done in his young career. Already a part of a championship team. There's no doubt he's blossoming into a star in this league. We got to keep an eye out for him.
Here's Booker. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
Beal outside. Allen on the wing. Clock at 6. Another one falls for Phoenix. Warriors trail by 3. Paul with it. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 10 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Takes a 13-footer, and he can't bank that one in. Phoenix leading by 3. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but we'll give up that much. We're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Phoenix. Paul looking it over. Pass to Kuminga. Over Allen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the 2nd round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And he can't get the first one. Phoenix making some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Dunn comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Okogie is subbed in for Booker. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Wiggins comes in for Podziemski. And the second free throw is good. Phoenix leading by 4. Pass to Dunn. Now here's Allen. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Green.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
And here's Paul. Back to Green. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
That's just bully ball. Green knows where he wants to go, and no one can do anything about it.
Here's Okogie, still without a bucket. Here's Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Back to Okogie. Here's Allen. The Warriors pull it in.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
For the tie. Okogie pulls down the board. Fires from way outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Phoenix out in front, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. We've got Elfrid Payton, Kawhi Leonard out there with Josh Okogie. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Wiggins.
Working hard against the defense. Wiggins manages to draw the foul inside.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
What I appreciate about Wiggins is that he doesn't force anything. He just lets the game come to him naturally.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Santos is checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Phoenix with it. Leonard looking over the floor.
A member of the NBA 75 team. Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Saric checks in for the Warriors. And Leonard drops them both. And so Paul will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 2-point game. Payton up top. It's Wiggins on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Wiggins got 5 points now this quarter.
I like that. Get Wiggins something in rhythm, and he knocks it down.
Here's Okogie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Gary Payton II. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
The first one falls. Holiday's checked in for Saric. He does not get the second one.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
The Warriors shooting at about 44% so far. Here's Holiday, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. That's too easy for Leonard.
He's only 1 for 4 here in the fourth, but maybe that bucket will ignite his offense.
It's good.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Golden State also making a switch. Curry's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Payton. Pass to Allen. Jacks up a 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Payton against Leonard. Wiggins. The shot won't fall. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Payton passes to O'Neal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Royce O'Neal. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Paul passes to Green. Leonard against Payton. And here's Curry for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Now here's Payton. Nurkic up top. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. 3-pointer O'Neal. Warriors with the rebound. Pass to Wiggins. Now Paul. And a deep 3 from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Right side, Paul. Back to Wiggins to take the lead. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now here's Payton. Here's Leonard. Oh, gonna take more than that to stop Kawhi.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A different look for Phoenix. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Bradley Beal in for Payton. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Chris Paul. Outside Podziemski, pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Curry. The 3 is up. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Leonard outside. Back to Beal. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Beal knew they needed one bad, so he worked hard and he got it for him.
Curry takes it in. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Podziemski. Jackson Davis' screen. Just 4 to shoot. And it's all from three-point range. The Suns have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this 4th quarter. O'Neal passes to Beal. That shot off. Thompson with some nice D. Outside Curry. Over Leonard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Curry's got 26.
I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
They get it back. 3-pointer, Beal. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. And the Suns lead by 1.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Curry against Beal. Here's Jackson Davis. Pass to Thompson. Here's Podziemski. And Booker pulls it down. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Money!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Curry. And he sinks it. And that one brings them within 1.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Podziemski off target with the 3. And an intentional foul right there. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
And now we've got an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Turning here to our analyst, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
23 seconds left in the fourth. Kuminga finds Curry. Inside, outside Kuminga. There's the triple. Can't knock in the three. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. And here's Thompson for 3. Can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. And now they'll move on in the NBA Cup tournament to the West semifinals.
They've got their sights set on winning that cup this year. So far, so good. They just have to keep playing at a high level.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kawhi, it was a marquee matchup tonight. How much fun is it to compete and come out on top?
It was very fun. Like I said, you're a little kid. You want to play against the best players. You just want to compete on this high level and with everybody watching.
I'm sure the little kid is still in you somewhere. Thanks, Kawhi. Enjoy the win tonight.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Devin Booker.